Today I've been painting a lot. Did you bring anything with you?
I didn't bring anything on my paintings this time, but I bought a Grace and Perry interview. We want something to talk about, So I
Good.
watched his series. He went to Silicon Valley, and it's been a two-part series, and yeah, it was quite interesting to watch. But yeah, and there's an interview here in the Metro with him, So talking about AI and stuff like that, and how it's going to. He says people are negative about it, are negative people. So, and he also said that mediocre intellectuals get worried about it. So.
I want to talk about that for sure. I have a follower on the Substack, and I was reading, and I follow her, and she's living in London, I think, and she
Yeah,
was talking about Silicon Valley, watching something on Channel 4
yeah,
where this
yeah. That's
woman
what.
was marrying. She was marrying
Yeah.
AI.
Well, you see, that's the thing, because you see that there was a woman there who was marrying, yes, her AI husband, and
Yes.
the thing is, that's the clip they kept showing, because right, if it was Grace and Perry, oh, this is rather brutalist architecture in Silicon Valley, but it's functional, that wouldn't be really interesting. They had to get people hooked on this. Then we want to know about sex and AI, really, don't we? So that's she was marrying her AI husband. That's the thing. So so. But then I met this girl at work, and she plays this. I think it's from Japan. I mean, this game you can get where you sort of win when you marry. They have these really gorgeous hunks, and you marry them. And I asked her about the ring she was wearing on her finger. It was a nice little CZ ring, and she said, "Oh, I got that online because you get that when I married my AI boyfriend. So you score points and then you marry your AI boyfriend, and they're really gorgeous. They're all AI, but you can choose clothes for them, And there's one, who's obviously naked, chest naked to the chest. I said I like that one, but you can easily
Wow.
they are really, you can play this game now that I think it's a Japanese game, and you dress them up and you can marry them, and you score points, and then it's a game. It's really so that's
We're
quite
not
sort
going
of.
humanity's doomed. We're not going to make babies anymore. We're just going to get AI relationships.
Yeah. Well, this is what he says, because this is he says people go on about saving the planet, and I always go, the planet will look after itself. It's us that will die out. Well, frankly, that is lifted straight from J.G. Ballard, because J.G. Ballard said exactly that. He met this person wearing a Save the Earth, Save the Planet T-shirt, and he said, no, the planet will look after itself. It's us that is the species that will have to worry, the way we're carrying
Of
on.
course.
So
Of
that
course.
is, of course, being Grace and Perry, he doesn't say as Ballard might have said, or no, I always
Oh,
go, that's Grace and Perry. He doesn't make any attribution to who might have said that originally.
famous plagiarizer.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
I said that. Yeah, that's right. And the other thing he says, it's only mediocre intellectuals that get upset about ChatGPT. The thing is, he comes out when I was watching it with these really quite portentous statements, and you think he said, because there was this convention with Elon Musk, and there's a lot of AI tech people at the convention, they had the LED light show, and then he said, all these powerful men with so much wealth gathered together, this small group of powerful men with so much wealth gathered together, has no historical precedent. And I thought, hang on a minute, yeah, it does actually. Think about
Lots of
it,
historical
might have,
precedents. Yeah,
it might
our
do.
constitutional convention in the United States. That's exactly what it was. Yeah.
He would say these
Richest guys in the room. Yeah.
these are our modern titans of industry. I mean, the point is these are the pharaohs of our time. Well, come to
Yeah.
think of it, actually, it does have a bit of a historical precedent, really. Wasn't there a guy called Marx or someone?
Oh, Big B. Hold on. I can't hear you. Can you guys hear me? Because I can't hear you. You're back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's I was trying to phone.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, he can't. This is Grayson Perry. He doesn't really seem to have done an awful lot of research, but he'll probably sort of say that I'm one of these snooty intellectuals or snotting people that could criticise him. But
Right.
I just think he doesn't. I think he said, "Oh, we can all be TV presenters instead if we lose our jobs to AI. We can all do."
Right. Well, maybe.
And then we have
Um,
an AI generated Grayson Perry to do the TV presenting. And quite frankly, we can feed it a lot of stuff from the computer, a lot of information, much more information, better than the real Grayson Perry might have written. Sorry.
yeah.
We can get it better informed. Sorry, but it feels not safe. Anyway, no, I won't bitch on about Grayson Perry anymore, I promise.
Okay. We'll talk about it for sure.
Yeah.
How about you, Edgeworth? What's going on with you?
I'm doing Anarchy for Art.
Yeah.
Anarchy for art specifically.
I did 10 for you today. I did 10 advertisements for Anarchy for Art.
Oh, did you? I haven't seen them.
They're on. I just put them up. I got up at 4:30 and I said I'm doing 10 paintings for advertisement for Anarchy for Art.
Oh, well, you're doing better than me. I mean, I've done one, but I've done it 50 times.
Yeah.
Here it is.
All right, let's
Emma, you read the Free Art Freeze Art Manifesto so well.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh yeah, I've seen these. Yeah, last night. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love them. I was trying to figure out what you were saying in your post about the printer's ink that you're using that smears just right when you're putting the glue on it.
Yes. Right. What you do, because I did 20 yesterday and 30 today, so I'll show you the state today's are in. But what it is getting the smudge correct. You don't want too much smudge, or you can't read it, and you don't want too little smudge, otherwise it's not noticeable enough. So with it's already broken, that one. Mm-hmm. Never mind. There's no such thing as damage on my artworks. Right. For Rubine Red, which is a Caligo printing ink colour, if you print them in the evening and then you press them down in newspaper to get to flatten the ink into the paper, around about the following day in the afternoon, if you leave them overnight, they're just the right amount of between wet and dry to go over with PVA glue and get that smudge, about that level of smudge.
And how long after that does it take to dry? Totally dry.
As soon as the PVA is dry, it's 5 minutes, because it's dry when the PVA is dry. If you leave it without PVA and it's on regular paper, Rubine Red would probably take 3 or 4 days to be properly dry. Naphthol Red will be dry in 1 day. Black will be dry in 1. So every colour, you get to learn every colour. But I'm using Rubine Red for these.
Well, that's how it is with my oil paints too. I mean, some dry faster than the others. It just does. Well, what is that? I don't know.
Yeah,
different brands.
Yellow. I think yellow is a particularly slow drying colour in oil.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right, Emma?
Yes. Yeah.
So they have different drying times, but the same's true of oil-based printing inks. So I've done these.
That's nice.
I'm looking forward to your 10 though, because I've only done
I put them
one.
up. I put them up on Instagram today, so you can see them, and I'll put them up on Steam later. So
great, and I'll show you what else I've been doing, because Emma didn't bring hers, so I'm doing show and tell.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay.
Guess the country. You know what? When you were at your friend's show, we played Guess the Animal. So here's one. It's called Guess the Country.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna read, and you've got to guess what language. Right? There's 4, 5. Voce pod escola uma dessas obras de arte gratuitas em troca de uma entrevista de minuto para o meu canal do YouTube.
It's either Portuguese or Spanish.
Close. It's
Italian.
Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Oh,
Yeah.
Portuguese, that
I
one.
said Portuguese or Spanish. So
Oh, did you? Oh, sorry.
yes. Yep.
Okay. You're not allowed to look at the phone. Puoi, puoi prendere una qualsiasi di queste opere d'arte gratuite in cambio di una breve intervista di un minuto per il mio canale YouTube.
Well, it's either Spanish or
Spanish.
Italian.
Uh,
Go on, Emma.
is it Spanish?
What are you gonna go? You're gonna choose between Spanish
Well,
and
your
Italian?
your pronunciation of Spanish, if it's Spanish, is horrible. So I'm gonna say Spanish.
You're both going for Spain. It's actually Italy.
Italian,
I
yeah.
said either or Italy. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, 3 to go. Puedes elevar cualquiera de estas obras de arte gratuitas a cambio de una breve entrevista de un minuto para mi canal de YouTube.
Espanol. Spanish.
Yes,
That is
yeah.
Spanish. Yeah.
That was the only one left, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
So you both got 1 out of 3. Sie können eins dieser Konsolen Kunstwerk im Aust für meinen YouTube-Kanal
German.
That's
nennen.
German. That's...
German.
Well done. Yeah. Last one. Vous pouvez choisir l'une de ces œuvres d'art gratuites en échange d'une interview d'1 minute pour ma chaîne YouTube.
That's French. I should imagine.
It's French. It's French.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
The ones you got wrong were because of me, not because of you.
Well, I got 4 out of 5. I got the Portuguese one because I said either Portuguese or Spanish, and you said
Yeah, I did
Portuguese.
give you that because you stuck 2 in there. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fine.
But no, what did you get wrong? Did you get them all right? Apart
No.
from that one, you got 3.
No.
I think you both got 3, didn't you?
Yeah.
Your Italian was. I thought it was Spanish.
Yeah, you both got 3.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad. Yeah.
So yeah, I've done the flags for Camden, and all that text I read out says you can have a free artwork if you do a 1-minute interview for my YouTube.
Nice.
Yeah.
And how many? So that's a sign. Those are flag signs, right?
They're signs, but they're also a series. So I've done 20. I've done 5 countries. I've done 24 flags. So these will go up, and if anyone wants one, which I expect they will, because traditionally my signage is more popular than my artwork. So I expect that they'll go relatively quickly. But I was talking to Off Grid Life, and he sent me some different writing systems, different languages. I can't remember which one he sent me, Aramaic or something.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'll branch out and do some others.
Do you put the questions on the cards themselves, like in the language?
No, I'll do them usually for memory, the questions.
Okay.
And usually they don't know the questions in advance, although quite a lot of time they do ask what questions I'm going to ask. But yeah, I try not to tell them because I like to get spontaneous answers.
Right.
What about you? When's your next freeze art?
As soon as the weather kicks in and I got a beautiful sunny day, I'm going to be throwing the stuff in the car and driving out to the city of Rochester.
Brilliant.
I already have a plan. It's just I have to have people. If I can come up with a place that was inside and legal, I would do it. I don't want to go back to the college here, but maybe I'll do a college tour.
Yeah, I think we'd be okay to do it in the college. I think something like that. I think we're all right. Yeah.
How many students does that college have?
Where I live, 6,000, 7,000.
So if you went back repeatedly, you would probably get different people quite a lot of the time.
Just go to a different building. Yeah. And
you've got a lot of potential there.
I know.
You'll get known amongst the campus, and they all talk to each other.
That's true.
That's really good. That's really good, actually.
Yeah.
I'd make yourself a regular there and come talk of the town.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I purposely came today last week you made Emma read, so I'm going to read Anarchy for Art manifesto.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah, yeah. If you read
Yeah,
it.
All right.
I'm going to read along.
Yeah, we'll read it along here.
We've
Yeah.
got it here. Go on, Ron.
Or unless would you prefer to read it?
No, you read it.
No,
yeah.
you're better at reading.
Okay, this is for our listeners. This is Edgeworth's manifesto, Anarchy for Art. Okay, you can find it on anarchyforart.com. Number 1, nature's order isn't disorder; it's rejection of humans' nefarious and juvenile demand for control. Number 2, unhostage yourself from the art world gallery system and mindset. Big B, Jesus, wait till you see this thing.
Is it a hornet?
No, did you see it?
No.
No, I didn't know. No.
Look at it.
The bee's
Hold on.
it's around to keep her out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
No problem.
Yeah.
I can see him in the background.
Oh, yeah.
All right, sorry, that was number 2. It's not a hornet. It's I think a carpenter bee. They
Yeah, there's probably quite a lot of.
it's crazy. It's mad. All right.
Yeah, are they attracted to wood, that species? Are they?
They're attracted to manifestos, apparently.
Yes, yeah, yes, yeah, yeah.
No, usually what they do if it's a carpenter bee, they bore into wood
Yes,
and they make a perfect 1/4-inch hole.
Oh, really?
Like it looks like a drill went into it.
Really? And then yeah, yeah.
Do we have carpenter bees?
I'm not sure.
I don't think we have them over here.
I don't think we do. No.
And they're about that big.
Yeah, I think they're quite large. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have those.
I don't know. I have to look. I have to see. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, number 3. Number 2. Let me read 2 again. Unhostage yourself from the art world gallery system and mindset.
Yeah.
Number 3. The streets are alive with the sound of zombie punk.
Yeah.
Number 4. The streets are free. Galleries are prisons. Galleries are dead.
Yeah.
Number 5. The Camden Market Free Art Man takes free art, frees art to the UK. Ron Throop takes it to the USA. Off-Grid Life takes it to Canada. Number 6. Make some real money. Advertism your blurt, steam it, and essency.
Yeah, on that.
Yeah.
Number 7. Take your art out of galleries and onto the streets. The streets are home to our society's finest. The streets have our art in glorious abundance. Galleries are dusty halls of shame. Number 8. Give your art away on the streets to any passerby who wants it. Free art frees art. Galleries are shopping centers of robotic conformism, exclusivity, and formal hierarchies that art never wanted, needed, or asked for.
Yeah.
Number 9. Take your art out of the art world and onto the streets. The streets are free from governance and manipulation. The streets are the ultimate transparency. The art world is a cesspit for terrorism funding, the exploitation of third world countries, human sex trafficking, money laundering, tax evasion for its super rich sponsors and beneficiaries, and all the dark traits of capitalism their lefty posturing claims to despise.
This
Number
is not
10.
a good career move for me.
No,
I don't
it
think.
isn't.
No.
No.
Number 10. Actually, it might be.
Well, I don't know. I criticised Grace and Perry, so you know, I didn't
Emma's
like
on
it.
board.
I'm on board. Yeah.
As long as
Number
neither
10.
has a career, I'm happy.
Sorry,
Ron. Number 10.
No, it's good. It's good. I want to learn about Grace Perry.
My Palestinian flag with it. Yeah. Anyway.
Might as well, right? Throw it all in there. And also, all right, number 10. The streets allow Heckle's horse Jr. to be free and feral. Galleries lock Heckle's horse in posh stables to fatten him up so he can go humiliate himself in fake show jumping competitions, cheered on by his demented and rabid champagne tossing butchers.
Yeah.
Finally, number 11. Make art great again.
I put
MAGA.
that for you, Emma.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. Thanks.
Emma
thanks.
can't stop talking about how great Donald Trump is.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So that's it. That's for me. That one, MAGA. Yeah, it's our own MAGA movement. Make art great again. Yeah.
I need the red
Yeah.
baseball cap.
Yeah,
You sure do.
Yeah, that would be nice actually. You
I-
ought to do that.
I
yeah.
tried to get the .com, but someone's already taken it.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
All right.
I want makeartgreatagain.com. I really
Yeah.
wanted that. So
Yeah.
if I can't have the .com, I'm not. I was going to do the hats, but if I can't have the .com, then I'm just promoting somebody else's website. So you know,
Right.
that they can
True.
take their own baseball caps. But
Right. You can't anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make. I mean, you can't copyright that, can you? You can't copyright a phrase, can you? No.
I don't know.
You can copyright. I think you can have a domain name though. So if you call it,
Yeah.
you can have. I mean, you can't copyright a phrase because anyone can say that, and they'd be happy for you to say it. But we are claiming that.
But if we released the lager and said probably the best lager in the world,
yeah, that's
that's do you know Carlsberg?
Yeah, that's.
They have very famous phrase. I'm pretty sure we'd get sued.
We probably would get sued. Yeah, we probably would. Yeah.
I
Can't get blood from a
that's
stone.
a good question because you can copyright your name. But can you copyright a phrase?
Yeah.
I think you probably can. I don't know.
Yeah. If it's an advertising phrase, perhaps.
Well, copyright's very simple here. All you have to do is, I mean, for it to be legally, you don't have to get officially copyrighted. You can just mail yourself.
Yeah, that's right. I think it's quite the same over in England.
And the postmark will show you that it's copyrighted.
Yeah.
I used to
On the date.
when I was about 18, I'd post cassettes to myself of my songs for that reason.
And I did poetry. I did the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I needn't worry. But yeah,
Oh, that was smart.
I mean, it wasn't my idea. Somebody told me to do it.
Me too. A teacher told me to. A writing professor or something.
Yeah.
But now we can post something online and it's date stamped online publicly. So I guess nowadays we don't really have to bother with the posting to ourselves.
Well, that's what the Blurt and Steam It. The whole idea of the blockchain is it's there. There's no getting rid of it. So
good, because I'm putting a lot of content on there that I'm not putting anywhere else. So
nice.
My worry was that, let's say Blurt, Steam It and Ecency all go out of business. Do I lose all my blogging, or does it stay somewhere where I can retrieve it?
Well, that's a good question for who, Mr. Canada there, Off Grid Life. He'll know.
Off Grid Life.
He's our ace in the hole for knowledge of this stuff.
He's brilliant. Yeah, he's been he's still giving me loads of advice. I'm just so behind.
Me too.
He gives me so much. There was a conversation on Blurt Media about, it's quite flattering. Somebody said I'm trustworthy enough to have some sort of link to sign up. But again, I haven't looked into it. I just quickly scanned Reddit and bookmarked it to go to later.
You don't know what it is?
Sorry?
You don't know what it is on Blurt? You don't know what the thing is?
I think it's a sign up. Like, I think the word referrals in there, so I don't know if there's some sort of referral program. I don't know, or whether it's just a link to get people to join Blurt, which I'll be happy to do, whether it's a referral link or not. But the thing is, I'm on WordPress, so I can't really embed my own code in. So I'm not sure what I can do. But like I say, I'm trying to build up my amount of Blurt, my amount of Steam and Ecency first. And once I've got a decent amount in each of those platforms, I'm really going to try to promote it, all three of those sites, as much as I can. I've got a Blurt series of blonde cards, and I've got a Steam It series of blonde cards now. I haven't done an Ecency one yet, but I will.
Oh man, let them know. Yeah, let people know. You'll get a lot of love on Steam It. Yeah,
I will. Like, I've only got like $2 worth of Steam at the moment, or something like that. I need to make sure I've got a substantial amount first, and then I'm going to go out and. So in the next few weeks, because I'm just learning how to buy it on stuff like I'm buying it on Kleenex, but I'm also look into buying it on Hive Engine, but I haven't started doing that yet. So when I next get a chunk of money coming, I'll go onto Hive Engine and try and buy some of all three, some Hive, some Steam, and some Blur, and then that'll be me set up. That's the plan.
Me too. I wish I could do that. I'm gonna have to leave. I'm gonna have to get out of the state to do that. But
I can send you some, Ron. I can buy it and just send it to you.
oh, we could do that, and I could send you some also. Like we'll come up with something. I'd like to do that.
We'll make sure that we've all got a lot, and then
Right.
hopefully we won't lose all our money.
Right. No, you're not gonna lose it. I don't think so. I don't think it can get any lower. What he Off Grid Life. I just learned.
Invest in this stock. It can't get any lower.
I just learned about what's it called when you delegating to somebody.
Oh,
so he's delegating to this guy who's got a lot of Blurt or Hive, a lot of Hive, and he gave like several thousand Hive or whatever, hundreds, maybe 5,000 to this guy. It's called delegation. You make his power strong, and he sends you dividends every week. Every week he sends him dividends.
Yeah, I'm doing that on Blur.
Okay, good.
But again, Off Grid Life said that not to worry too much about delegating because you get money anyway just from powering up.
Oh, right, yeah.
So I've delegated a bit to B Blur and another one, and the rest I'm just going to power up now because I can see on my thing I've got like a certain amount of power up, but I see other people and they've got a lot more numbers in there than me, so I need to.
Right. Yeah, me too when I do that. Well, there was another thing on Ecency, which is Hive. I got on this something on, you know how there's communities? The community was called Alien Art Hive. All right.
No,
and
that sounds like your kind of thing, Emma.
Yeah, that does. Yeah.
And it does. They'll have all kinds of fantasy. We're giving away, what was it, fairies at Camden?
Yes, yeah.
So they have really magical work and all kinds. But any art's great.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a big community. It's like 5,000 members or something, and they also have an NFT showroom that's separate. It's its own website, but you make. With Hive, you pay for very cheap. Hive, you just put up your images, you get accepted into it. It's called NFT Showroom.
Oh,
and I'm going to see if I can make just throwing images out. It's just another thing. People buy it for whatever reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's the name of the alien community again?
Alien Art Hive.
Alien Art Hive, and that's on Ecency, I assume.
Yeah. So when you're hitting a post, look for the community, and then go to that community and post in it. Like it'll say, you'll be on their page and they'll say post and and make your post there. So it goes to them. And I instantly get, 50, 60 likes, like within seconds. It's just,
wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And that
is posting into community something that you do on all three, or is it just Decency?
Just Decency. It's its own thing. Yeah. I learned a little about it. Yeah. Go ahead.
So when I'm on Blur, I just post onto my blog. I don't need to post into a community.
I go to Curators Community. I think that's Off Grid's Life Community. It's called Curators Community on Blurt.
Curators Community is Off Grid Lives. All right.
And on Steam, there's two: World of Expilar and Art and Artists.
Art and art. Yeah, I've got that written down. When I'm on Steam, I keep forgetting to put it into communities. Art and artists.
Yeah.
Because then the curators, they go around to these places, and you're more likely to be seen and get some moolah.
Yeah.
Which is cash.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my Steam has gone downhill a bit, so I need to engage a bit more on Steam
Yeah.
But
what I do is
getting better.
Yeah. I make one post and I put it on Steam, I put it on Blurred, and I put it on Ecency. It's just like right across the board.
Yeah.
And they're all a copy and paste if I want to. I can embellish or something. But anyway. So who's this Grayson? Who's this guy, Emma, you're talking about that you brought?
Well, he He's actually won the Turner Prize quite a long time ago, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Back in the 90s, and to his credit, he does actually paint. He does do quite a lot of drawing and painting, and he works as a potter as well. And he's a transvestite. And when he won the Turner Prize, he said it's about time a transvestite potter won the Turner Prize. So that was his acceptance speech. Yeah. So yeah, he dresses up as this. You see, he says in this interview he doesn't like it being called his alter ego, but he dresses up as Claire. His sort of, yeah, when he dresses up, he's called Claire. I think that's the name of it. He's yeah. So he says, oh, he doesn't like me being called his alter ego, but he's a transvestite. Yeah, he's gone on to do programs on Channel 4. One of them was about class and what people have in their homes and how it's an indicator of class. But yeah, in England, it's all social commentary and stuff like that. He does. So yeah, he's going around and seeing what ornaments people have in next to they have in their homes, and what middle class people, and and he does things about sort of how British are we and how do we feel about being British, and
What? Give
yeah,
me. I keep forgetting. His name
yeah.
must rhyme with another person's name. What is the name? I'm writing it down.
So it's Grayson, G-A-R-A-Y, and Grayson, S-O-N, Perry, P-E-R-R-Y.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I mean, yeah, he does. Yeah, I always think he's a bit sort of. He doesn't really. He says things like he says stuff, but he doesn't really qualify it with any. He doesn't really. He'll make comments socially, but he doesn't really question them or assumptions. And and I noticed that the people he hangs around with do tend to be quite well off. I mean, they're in his circle. You don't really see him going out of his comfort zone when he interviews people. So I think they tend to be quite well off and successful. I mean, one of the women this woman who was a business woman, and oh yes, he says there's she was a working class woman made good. I mean, she came from quite the working class background, and then he says yes, but and then she was still getting dressed up to go out for the evening to the night out, and he said, oh yes, there's this very working class thing about getting dressed up to go out for the night and stuff, but he doesn't. There's an assumption there, isn't there? I mean, and then you think of John Berger, what he wrote about advertising. That's aimed towards working class people. He did analyse it. He said that goes for the enchanted evening, and then they go for the real middle class. Tends to be habitat, and for more middle class people, aspirational environment. But it's very targeted at certain income groups, certain demographics. Advertising. Well, that's the advertising way of doing things. He doesn't really. You might think of John Berger there, but he doesn't really qualify or challenge that assumption. I think for him it's getting chatting to his quite probably well off coterie of friends, and then sort of saying oh yes, and then just sort of repeating stuff that he doesn't really. I don't know. I think you used to get these great art critics like Kenneth Clark, Civilization, John Berger, and his TV, the Shock of the New, and great arts programs, documentaries, and now you get great.
Then you get Grayson Perry.
He's a bit celebrity and a bit sort of
Sure.
He doesn't. He's not really. I'm afraid to say. I mean, he wouldn't really. I mean,
Like the Food Network of art or something like that.
yeah, he's a little
Like he's
bit.
not really a chef. He just pretends to be one on TV. Like
Well, he's not. He's not really. He lacks a
an
certain.
art critic, or he's not a social critic
He,
by
he's
training.
not really a great heavyweight. I wouldn't say he was that heavyweight, really. He's a bit. And there's at the end of the programme, because he was into Northern Soul, and I used to go to these Northern Soul clubs. Well, I think, and he's just dancing around, so I think you just have to enjoy it, and that's it.
I'm
I mean,
totally checking this guy out.
yeah.
Well, about working class clothes, getting dressed. If Rose says we're going to go out to dinner or something like that, this might be
Yeah,
something. This might be something wrong with me, but I don't have any clothes. I wear the same.
yeah, yeah.
I have
I
3
mean,
pairs of pants, and none of them really are going out worthy.
yeah,
And my shirts are crumbling and falling apart. I never shop for
yeah.
clothes ever.
I mean, my clothes are second hand and stuff. I mean, most of them, and I mean, I'm not that. But then you see what he's trying to say. Oh, there's that very working class northern thing about dressing up to go out. I mean, because she's a working class woman who's probably done
I get
most
it.
expensive dresses. That's a more working class thing. Well, is it? I mean, what I'm trying to say is that. As great analyst of advertising said, yes, advertising directed at working class people tend to go for that enchanted evening. They tend to sort of, that short term going for that great night out. They might focus on partying, but they know their demographic. But then advertising directed at middle class people tends to go for the what they call the enchanted domain, the enchanted evening, as opposed to the enchanted domain, the habitat, the nice living room with all your objects and your mortgage surrounding you. That's the sort of thing. Is it a cause and effect thing? Because advertising will identify certain, is it reinforced by advertising class assumptions? He doesn't really challenge it. He doesn't really say who might have said that. Who he could have quoted on that, who could have challenged it or made us. He just he's just a bit sort of. I just find him a bit sort of. Yeah. Not
Just
all
race
that
it again.
heavyweight. Yeah, he's not all that heavyweight. I mean, when you get to, this group of powerful men, in so much power and wealth in the hands of such a small group of men is historically unprecedented. He comes out with this big portentous statement, and I just thought, no, it's he doesn't really have much of a. I mean, he's just. I've read John Reese's a Marxist analysis of the English Revolution, or and I mean, on a sort of embittered old trot, basically. But it's just the fact that he doesn't seem to have any sort of his social commentary is a bit lightweight. Really, it doesn't really sort of read. It doesn't strike me as any sort of great analysis, really. But he just talks to people. But anyway, excuse me. So,
One last thing about Grayson: does he have an actual TV show? Is
well,
it
he does
something I
have
can
an actual
I can
TV
find it
show.
on YouTube?
He does. You can watch him on YouTube, but he
Okay.
comes around every so often with his programs, his art. But and he'll go on to do different aspects of English life. And I'm going this series. I'm going to explore this, and then. But I just get a feeling that it's a little bit cliquey. He talks to people in his own circle who are quite well off, or people, and
I
yeah.
want to be well off.
Yeah, and he doesn't really go outside his social comfort zone, and he doesn't really have any sort of in-depth or analysis or critique really about yes, but is this really the case? I mean, when he I always say the planet will save itself. Well, that's lifted straight from J.G. Ballard, but he doesn't say as Ballard would say. He says I always say, well, where did you get that from? I mean, I know where you got it from, but I mean, it's just the fact that he doesn't really attribute. Just. You used to get Robert Hughes. Really great art critics. I think with Dave, the great art critics about, the shock of the new. I think, I think you get these really great art critics on TV series, and they don't really have them anymore, do they? It's yeah.
They got nothing to talk about.
But, yeah, I don't think. I think they sort of.
I got something to talk about. I got something special to talk about.
What's
If you guys can guess what new art craft form Rose has been playing with this week.
Knitting.
Nope. Yes, but no.
Oh.
A new one.
I don't know.
Sculpture.
I'll give you a hint.
Oh no, I know. Welding.
Oh. Yes, welding.
Yes.
Welding. She's been doing
I
something.
saw it. RT.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Well, yeah.
She loves you.
Yeah.
Flowers.
Actually, no. RT is Rose Throop. She's also RT.
Oh. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Oh wow.
So this is her. Wait.
That's funny, Ron. You are arty,
Yeah.
and your initials are arty.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh
What?
wow.
Oh, Artie. Yes. So anyway, this was a class, but it was she took our daughter and she went. It was like a mother-daughter bonding sort of thing,
Yeah.
and but it was real welding with the mask and the
Yeah,
sparks and
I
Yeah.
saw the photos online. A
Mm.
group, were they all women?
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
saw the photos. Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
We have this area in New York State. If you can ever travel here, I think it's one of the most interesting parts of New York, and it's
Yeah.
underrated. It's called the Finger Lakes, and it's where a lot of wine is grown. They have a
Yeah.
lot of vineyards that they got the grapes from France, but for some reason, it's a perfect growing condition for grapes
Yeah.
because of these strange lakes that were carved out during the receding of the ice age there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but the people there are all quirky. And it's sparsely populated, and
Yeah.
but in the little pockets, they're all very interesting folks and very arty. And so you'll
Yeah.
find a welding group for
Yes.
women in the middle
Yeah.
of nowhere, truly the middle
Yeah.
of nowhere, and a lot of ceramists and painters, and there's a lot of
Yeah.
artists.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess they follow the wine, right? But it's also
Yeah.
very beautiful in the summertime. It's just a
Yeah.
beautiful place to travel. So,
Yeah. I
yeah.
bet it is. Yeah. Lovely. Yeah. Yeah.
I can imagine where you might be a bit more isolated from the rest of the world is a pretty good breeding ground
Yeah.
for art.
Yeah.
Music is especially. So there's this little town called Naples. It probably has a population of 400, but
Yeah.
300 of them are musicians, and they just get together on weekends and
Yeah.
just play music together. It's
Yeah. It's
just
lovely.
a circle of things to do. They
I
take,
think.
just like you said, because they're so isolated, right?
I think also there's so much sculpture, that type of sculpture in America, because there's so much open space. There's more open
Yes.
space, I think, and it's yeah, I think yeah, and
I went to last year I was in Texas, and there was this open space sculpture
yeah,
yard, but it's one guy, and it was pretty much his life's work, and it was an
yeah,
enormous amount of work. And he was
yeah,
dealing with iron, just
yeah,
incredible iron and stone, and they were massive. All I
yeah,
kept thinking about was the guy's poor back. He was like 80 something
yeah.
years old, and how did he do this? But
Yeah, yeah. I mean, also do you get a lot of sort of old cars as well? Sort of quite a big car economy in America because you've got big open spaces, quite a lot of old cars, so there's quite a lot
And
of scrap metal. Yeah,
old
scrap
motorbike
metal
engines.
around, so to work with. Yeah, I expect.
yeah,
Yeah,
sure,
yeah,
sure. Lots of like parts, lots of throwaway art and
yeah,
junkyard art or junkyard pieces. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I mean, there's this one.
Pianos are big.
Yeah, there's this one guy near Cambridge who does these animals with sort of scrap metal animals, a big camel and other animals as you go round on the motorway. That's nice to see, but it's not on the scale of America, I should imagine, with that type of artwork.
There's
Yeah,
just so much space
yeah,
here.
it's
I know.
much more space.
Um, and it's getting more spacey here in New York State because I was looking at a demographic of our country in every state. Like, it was on a scale of, it was like 100 or something. So you could have plus 70 if
Yeah,
a lot of people are moving to your state, and like negative 25 if they're leaving. And we were
yeah,
like the top state in the country that everyone's leaving, so it's becoming very, yeah, the taxes are very high. People don't want to pay them
yeah.
anymore.
Oh dear.
And we
Yeah,
we also have something called baby boomers here. Lots
yeah,
of them. Do you have
yeah.
the same problem in the UK with
Maybe,
baby
Well,
boomers?
the tax is particularly concerning for the baby boomers because they're about to inherit their wealth down to their kids. And if you're in a high tax area, the worry is inheritance and property tax and all that lot. So if I was a boomer, I would make sure I was in a low tax just to get some peace and quiet for my kids because
yeah,
they're going to be saying, look, Dad, get out of town. I'm not paying. And I think that's what's happening to New York quite a lot is that, they want to hand their work. They've worked for their money and they've acquired a lot of it, and they want to sort their kids out. And
yeah, yeah.
California as well, believe it or not, even though you can't even afford to live in California. So
oh,
they have a big
they
exodus going on there
stayed.
too.
Yeah.
They well, I think David Spade is one of the funniest people that's ever lived. He's
Okay.
gone after Gavin Newsom because they're building like some bridge or some train that costs like 100 billion.
Yeah.
And David Spade would say, well, can't they just take like 10 of those 100 and sort the homeless out? You know, why?
Right.
Yeah.
What? So he's asked for some transparency on this.
Yeah.
Right.
And Newsom vetoed what Spade was trying to put through. And it's like Minnesota. The more you unravel, the more comes out.
Yeah.
And Nick Shirley and David Spade, I think, are together really unraveling. David Spade with Newsom and Nick Shirley in Minnesota are starting to find so much fraud going on in.
Are you talking about David Spade, the comedian, or is he somebody else?
David
The
Spade,
comedian.
yes, the comedian, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering if I'm missing a name here. Okay, yeah.
I'll tell you if you want to see something that's hilarious, if you YouTube David Spade on Ellen, do you know Ellen DeGeneres?
Yes, David Spade, Ellen. Yep.
He's so funny when he's being interviewed, David Spade, and he's
Okay.
done one with Norm Macdonald, a Canadian comedian.
Oh, Norm Macdonald. Yeah, I know him. Yeah.
Yeah, he did a really good interview with David Spade. Yeah, he's so
They used
funny.
to be on Saturday Night Live together.
He was with
Norm
was
Macdonald.
on Saturday Night Live with Dana Carvey, and unfortunately for David Spade, they were quite similar. So Dana Carvey got everything, and he was a bit left out.
Yeah.
No, he's brilliant, and he's turned his eye slightly to what's going on in California, because the whole thing is I don't want to get sued for anything, but it's not good what's going on in California, and doesn't smell particularly legal what's going on over there. So yeah, no, it's fantastic. It's so entertaining to watch because the defense is so unbelievable that it just shows the length to which you can be corrupt and just get away with it.
That's our. The U.S. is so riddled with corruption right now. I can't even. It's everywhere. There's no longer a good guy and a bad guy. They're all bad. It's ugly.
Yeah.
My friend and I were talking the other night about California. It had its golden age, its golden days, when it was still, a place to go out and live for cheap. And in the 1930s, 40s, 50s, it was the place to be, and there was a reason to go there. And then it just turned in what it is today, which is a very, very expensive place to live. You can't live there. My cousin was 50 years old when she foolishly bought her own house, meaning she had to save a couple $1 million to buy a house. And it's no big house. It's just a little tiny, like what we have here. Just it's a 10 times the difference as real estate in California to where I live.
Yeah. It's
at least 10 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
It is, yeah. It's like London, properties in London are just astronomical, aren't they, really? So, yeah.
They
and
are.
Charles.
Yeah, they are.
And Charles has got 5 of them. 5 of them. Let's nab one of those.
Has he?
I don't know. He's got when
I was there last year, he told me he had 5. He had 5. But
yeah, no, I could believe that. I can believe that.
Maybe that's not public. 5. He has 5 ant farms. 5 little ant farms.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I haven't spoken to Charles in quite a while.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's doing, but
yeah.
But yeah, we'll see what happens with it all. But I just think high taxation is just a death sentence. Wherever high tax goes, obliteration seems to follow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
we don't have any. We don't have anything coming. I mean, you would assume you pay a tax, so you would get services. That's why I would want to pay a tax. We all pay a tax, a local tax, city tax where I live. They plow the roads. They plow. They shovel the sidewalks. They in the snow time. They we pay a water tax. We have to pay for our water because I don't want to go boil my water from the lake every time I want to take a drink. Well, we pay our tax for the fireman when the house burns down, or the policeman. It's like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
You can
It-
tax money coming in and going out. Like in England, I think VAT is 20%. So if you
it's
buy
quite
anything,
pricey. Yeah.
if you buy anything, you 20% goes to the tax man, just VAT.
wow, 20%. Wow.
I think I know it's all politics, but rich people don't seem to mind spending money. They'll spend a ton of money and they'll employ a ton of people.
Yeah.
And if you say to a rich man, all right, I'm going to tax you at 50% over 5 million.
Yeah.
Well, then he'll work till he gets 5 million, then go and play golf for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
So then you cut product. So I don't know. I mean, I know it's all, but
yeah.
I'd much rather be in a country where they say to the rich, just stay here, spend all your money, employ all our people. We'll collect all the tax every time you go out and buy a super yacht. We'll take a couple million in VAT.
Yeah.
And other than that, we'll leave you alone.
You go on VAT instead. Yeah.
Tax the money they spend, because if you tax the money coming in, then that's out of their control. And I think rich people like to be in control.
Yeah.
They're in control of what they spend,
Yeah.
But if you tax it before it gets to them, that's when I think they go, all right, I'm out of here.
Yeah, but I think that was that.
If they go to Dubai, they go to places like that.
But now they've got now they've gone to Dubai, but there's a big oil crisis, so now
It's getting bombed, right?
they're trying to get out as quickly as possible.
Yeah, you got to avoid war. Yeah.
But no one really wants to. If you bomb them, they tend to leave quite quickly as well, don't they? And then find them in the war zone over some oil crisis. But
what's even worse is when they actually tax the corporations, because then the people lose their job.
Well, yeah, that's corporation tax.
What's his name? JP Morgan now have more staff in Texas than they do in New York. Because they go, why am I paying corporations? Because they've got to compete. So it's not like a moral judgment. It's compete or die in business.
Yeah.
So
not if everybody's paying the same tax. If they're all paying the same tax, it's the same. Just as you're either paying nothing or you're paying 5%. But if everybody's paying 5%, right now we had 80 top Fortune 500 companies pay zero tax this year. Rose paid 14%, and not just corporations, individuals. The individual billionaire tax rate was even lower than Rose pays. So that doesn't make any sense. So what they're doing is they're taking the poor, they're getting the poor, and they're letting the. I want equality. I'm an anarchist. No power, everybody equal.
Yeah, the trouble is that the corporation tax quite low now in America.
It's 14%. And it used to be 65% in the 1950s when we had roads, but now our roads are all potholes. So we used to have trains. Now we don't have any trains.
Yeah,
so
it used to be quite high, didn't it? The potential, but then we used to have, not. You didn't have. No, it used to be quite a high percentage of quite a high level, but you still have quite very wealthy people. But now you still have very wealthy people, but now it's just completely got really quite ridiculous the wealth gap. But the thing I'm trying to say is it in America? It's obviously is it one central taxation, or does it vary from state to state depending who's
federal tax is one tax? It's federal.
Well, yes,
and then there's state tax. Each state has its own tax, so that's why people are leaving New York, because the state tax is high.
Yeah.
So they go to zero. Once they've gone, you get zero.
Yeah, that's
and even if you've got a corporation that pays 0%, they're still paying a load of tax because they're paying national insurance like PAYE. They're buying building, they're buying properties, they're having to put money into the economy. Loads of money's going into the government that isn't called corporation tax.
Well, it's otherwise.
If they're not there, you lose all that growth.
Good point.
Yeah, but
good point. If it was across the board equal among the actual people who own the corporations and the good old boys club usually, if it was equal, then everyone would be fine. Problem is, it's not. Elon Musk doesn't pay tax. I mean, how can the richest man in the world not pay income tax when Rose pays tax? I don't care how many people he employs at Tesla. He doesn't employ me.
When it comes to the super rich, I think. Yeah. When it comes to the super rich, they tend to, I think, live on debt, because if you borrow, let's say I'm a billionaire and I want to buy a yacht for $500 million.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take 500 million out of one of my companies
No.
and spend it. So I'm going to, because they can borrow. If you're super rich, you can borrow money at 1 or 2%.
Collateral.
You don't pay any tax on debt. So if I'm buying a super yacht, I'll borrow 500 million.
Yeah.
And then buy my super yacht, and I'll pay 1 or 2% on that,
Mm.
and I'll never pay tax. So income tax, I don't think will ever touch the super rich, because they don't pull a salary. They take it out of a company, which again is employing staff and generating growth for the country. So they just borrow it. So you'll never get those people. You just got to take what you can out of them. And that's make sure they don't jump ship, because unfortunately we don't live where there's a universal overarching thing. People can leave and go somewhere else. So we're forced to compete. We have to compete for these people, otherwise we'll get nothing out of them.
Hang on a minute though. There was that group of very wealthy people, quite wealthy people, who said that they actually campaigned for high taxes. I think they called.
Why don't they just pay them for?
Well, they should pay, but the point is
they can pay it voluntarily.
Yeah, they can. They probably do give quite a lot to charity and stuff, but they're saying, look, we have got quite an awful lot. We really, should be paying high taxes. But
no one's stopping them paying more tax.
There was that group of. I think they did sort of say they wanted to pay higher taxes, but they're trying. Yeah.
If you phoned up the Inland Revenue and say, "Please, can I give you an extra 200 million?" They're not going to say no. You can't.
No, they're not. Yeah, I mean, there was some, but I think they said that we should have, more, more proportionate sort of taxation. But the thing, So anyway, that's the thing. But,
we have something else here. Rose and I are really trying to retire at 55. Her retire at 55. And we could leave right now. We would walk away right now, but we can't, because what we have here in America is insurance, right? Insurance is about $1,000 a month. It's about $1,500 a month if she didn't have a little bit of a help stipend from her job. So it actually turns into about $600-700 a month out of her paycheck to pay for insurance. And that's supposed to be, you're supposed to get a job in the United States so you have insurance covered. 50 years ago, you didn't pay anything 40 years ago for insurance. Your job took you in. That was part of your pension. They paid for that insurance, for the whatever, hospitalization, whatever you needed. Forget it now. So she's locked in, even though she could leave right now. And we can go get little jobs together working part-time. We lose the insurance. She never can go back to that. She has to wait until as an indentured servant, she has to wait until she's done, until they say she's done, so she can continue to have her insurance into old age. Otherwise, that's how they hold you here. They hold you in a vice, and it's everywhere. It's in Texas. It's in it's in New York. There's no safe place. Your job owns you. So it's so different when you have universal health care, no matter how bad it is. If I get cancer, I'm not going broke. To have a baby in the U.S., it costs $20,000 to have a baby. It is so bad here. I think what we have here is we have world media, right? So you guys can turn on the TV and see whatever Rupert Murdoch wants you to see, or whatever, CBS wants you to see. But it's not what's happening. It's pretty bad here.
When my dad was in America, he said the healthcare system in America was a joke. He said it's a sick joke, and he said you could literally. He said that you could have it run over, and the ambulance would pick you up, and you'd still have to be, you could be basically a victim of a car accident, and you still be having to fill out your insurance, your tax.
Yes, that's very true.
On the ship, he said it's just terrible. He said that was the one good thing about Britain is the NHS, and the even though it's got its problems, and it's been.
Of course, every place has its problems.
And giving that to Palantir and all the rest of it. But he said it is a good thing to have a universal healthcare system.
So what happens in America if you don't have insurance and you have a baby?
You have to have because there was something called it was called the Affordable Care Act. It's called Obamacare. That's what people know it by, is called Obamacare, right? They made you buy insurance. They made you buy it through insurance companies. Instead of universal health care, they made you start to buy. You had to,
Yeah.
no matter how much you made, it would have been about 10% of your salary to buy, no
Yeah.
matter how poor you are, insurance. If you don't have a job, it's called Medicaid and it's welfare. You're on the dole.
Okay.
Oh, I
So
see.
if you're unemployed and you're pregnant, you can get health care. You can get help with your pregnancy.
You certainly can, but it's not an easy road. Another thing that nobody wants to be pregnant and unemployed. There's no, like, I'm collecting the welfare. It doesn't work like that. You have to call in to get the welfare. You have to constantly show up. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm looking for work. I can't find work.
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here, drinking my coffee and the checks come in the mail. That's
No,
not
no,
how it
no,
works
no,
here.
But when you're pregnant, you're unable to work. Is that understood? So
Yeah,
if
but
you're
it'd
a
be like,
single mother, for example, if you're a single mother, 26 years old, you don't really have a lot of money, and you're pregnant, are you going to be able to get the health care you need to have the baby?
well, you'd have to apply for Medicaid. You'd have to go on welfare, but that itself, it's not like they come to your door and say, fill out this application. It's not like you can do it online. You have to go to the local county. You have to drive or hope there's a bus that goes to the
yeah.
offices, sit at the desk, talk to the
Yeah.
social worker, and get on it. Okay, so you're on it after all this maneuvering, and then
Yeah.
you have your baby, and then you have to go in every 2 months to make
Right.
sure you're looking for work. It's a constant
Yeah.
beating the poor down. It's not a like you get to be on the dole and they
Yeah.
come to you. You go to
No,
them,
no,
and
no.
when you're
It's
poor, you're
not
poor. You
like
can't
that.
afford things,
Yeah.
and we have
Does
horrible public transportation. Yeah, sorry.
in the case of an injury, does it make any difference if it's not your fault? So, for example, let's say someone shoots you, a criminal shoots you, and you go to hospital. Are
Oh,
you
yeah, they
paying
have to look
paying
at you.
bills?
Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah. They have to look at you by law. No matter what, they have to treat you. But then you're
Right.
saddled with debt, and they can garnish your wages if you're a worker if you
Yeah.
can't pay it. That's a legal form of collection for
So,
Yeah.
and
hospitals.
let's say you're someone who, like, say, is unemployed, poor. Someone shoots you. You're saddled with debt now for the rest of your life because you went to hospital and they treated you.
Yeah. Oh well, I
Wow.
would assume unless there's a Edgeworth. I just don't know that one because that's over my head. So
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never had that one thrown at me.
That's
So
all
I
right. No,
don't know.
No, but yeah.
Yes, it's terrible when the basics in life
Yeah.
are not provided by the state. In
But this
like
being
England and America, I mean, America's the richest country in the world, I expect,
Yeah.
by a long way.
Yeah,
yes.
it's
Terrible.
Yep.
I must admit,
Yep.
it's a bit like that over here with assessment if you're disabled for benefits and things like that. I mean, I think it was Mark Stirling who sort of made the joke. I mean, can you work a tap because you have to fill out this form. Can you work a tap? He said
Oh,
yes.
geez.
Yeah, can a lot of them have those disabled taps, the long handles anyway.
Yes.
If you can work a tap, you can drive a forklift truck. As
Oh,
far as
geez.
they're concerned.
Right. Right.
Yes,
And that's all.
it's a bit of a joke here. It is like that here as well. Actually, it's just awful the assessments you get, and
It's the assessments, exactly. Right.
it's
That's what
people,
happens.
you know, people. I'll tell you one of the most cynical, worst things though, because the people are in debt. They have actually committed suicide in America, and what they actually do is the company claims insurance on them. They're
That's
not.
true. It's
It's
called
just
peasants. It's called peasants insurance.
yeah, so they're in debt because the company, have all this having to pay, a huge amount of insurance. They can't, the company, and they're working. The company will actually claim on their lives, and it's just really appalling. Yeah, and that's in England as well. People, I'm afraid, there's quite a high suicide rate of people who are disabled and claiming.
It wasn't suicide. It was, in our case, there were companies that were doing dead peasants insurance. They were taking policies out for their sick members of their sick people, and they're dying of
Yeah,
natural causes, and then
yeah,
collecting on
yeah.
something. It was happening in the 2000s. I think that got cured up. a
Yes, yeah.
cure
They were taking out insurance policies on on people who were sick
on
of
their own
it.
employees and
Yes,
then collecting. So
yeah,
anyway,
and
it's
it's
got dark.
blaming.
It's a little harder here for people to make ends meet, and they're definitely bound by their jobs. So I have two daughters that one of them, if she doesn't get it, she's 25.
Yeah,
If when she turns 26, she can't be on our insurance anymore. So if she doesn't
yeah,
get that job that gives her insurance, oh well,
yeah,
she's up a creek. She's going to be in that situation. If something bad happens, she's going to be in debt for the rest of her life because she can't be on our insurance anymore.
yeah. Oh gosh,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
It is difficult. It is, yeah. No,
We need to make a load of money. We need to make a load of
Yeah,
money.
that's my
yeah,
answer. Well, let
Yeah.
me get off track here and tell you about last night. So Rose is trying to get me to knit, right?
yes,
In
yeah.
She says
round
it's
two
great.
off.
Yep. What is it called? Knit and pearl. Knit and pearl.
Nikki
Right.
Pearl, yeah, knit, yes. I was going to ask if she was doing that still. Yeah, go on.
She is, and
Yeah,
she's obsessed. I mean, she loves it, and as she says,
yeah,
she swears it calms her and it makes her not think of work, and
yeah,
it's a good thing. So
yeah,
she's trying to get me to knit, and I said, no, I'm not going to knit. I'm going to go on Steam It and Blurt and East and Sea, and I'm going to go make us a few dollars. And
yes, yeah,
and I was very positive thinking, and I did my posts. And this morning, sure enough, I made $7 just from posting instead
yeah,
of knitting. So I
yeah,
said, that's income. That's good. And it was
yeah,
Speam, Edgeworth Speam.
yeah,
I made a $4 drop. Just somebody gave me $4 because I put a video, and you're the video king.
yeah,
So go to
I've
Steam.
got some stuff on Steam, but I set it up to auto post some Rumble, but that wasn't really going very well because it doesn't put up an image with my videos. So I've been struggling to work it out, but because I get confused, I don't want to post the same thing twice. So I think Blurt Media and Blurt are connected, and Steam and Steam It are connected.
Yes.
So I've got to understand what's what, so I'm not like spamming people the same thing twice. Because
Right.
sometimes my
Right.
Blurt Media comments come up in my Blurt, you know. So like I say, I've just got to familiarise myself a bit more. But
It took me
Steam's
5
great.
years, and I'm still learning. So yeah.
We're getting there, Ron. No, we're getting there. Oh, quick! Oh, saying that last week, when we said, "Oh, Ron, you should be doing video documents," and you've started doing video documents of your studio,
Yes.
which are really good. I
Oh, good.
was trying to
Thanks.
clear some space to my hard drive this morning, and I was looking through old video files, and I found a load of videos from when I started doing cryptocurrency, the bitcoins and all those cards.
Yeah.
I found like half an hour's worth of footage that was just sat on my hard drive, so I stuck it on YouTube today.
Okay. I'll check them out.
And that,
You
well,
had
yeah,
so much.
there's only like 6 minutes, and the rest of it is all just footage with music on the top of it. But it just got me started thinking that I've lost momentum with that series of work, and I should probably pick it up a bit.
The coin cards.
Yeah, the Bitcoin and the Dogecoin and all that.
I think they're brilliant, and the fact that you have the .coms too, and yeah.
I've got the .orgs for those. Yeah, yeah. I've let that wither a little bit, so I'll probably try to do a bit more on cryptocurrency.
yeah.
We got to come. Just keep. How do you keep the energy going? How do you keep the new coming?
Most of the time, I wake up and then I sort of like lie there for 20 minutes and just sort of think, what am I doing today? And then I'll have I had an idea the other day of pictures of Heckleshorse and Heckleshorse Jr. and then point 10 from the Anarchy for Art manifesto about Heckleshorse Jr. That would look really good. And a load of text.
Are you talking about your blonde card, Heckles horses?
Yeah, I've just started a load more. They're bigger. They're bigger than the blonde cards. They're about. Actually, I'll get them. Hang on.
Yeah. Yeah, that tax talk was getting me. It was getting me too riled up. I had to get back to art.
Yes, yeah. So let's not talk about that. Yeah, type of thing. Yeah,
We can't. We're the peasants, and I think that's okay. We can't really. We're not going to solve the world. I'm very interested in it, but if I start to think that I actually can,
I know
that I actually have an opinion, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It never seems to work.
But one of the things I'm afraid is one of the biggest tax dodges out, because if you donate to you do get tax breaks. But anyway, we will not talk about it anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah, I love those Heckleshorst and Heckleshorst
Oh,
Juniors.
that's really good. You've
I've drawn out just a load of freehand
Yeah.
to colour in,
Yeah.
and then I'll have them on a board, and then Heckleshorst Junior, Heckleshorst, and then
Yeah.
point 10 of the manifesto.
Yeah.
And
That's going to look
part of the
really
Attitude
good.
for Art
That's going to
series.
look good.
Oh,
Yeah.
I really like the way you've done that. No, that's really, I really like that.
So,
Yeah.
because if you've got that, then you can do artwork based on the title, but you've
Yes.
got all this stuff. You could do pick a point. I don't know, make some real money, advertising your blurt, steam it in decency. I could do a series of work
Yes.
of just visually illustrating that sentence, and that can be anarchy. So you cross pollinate everything, and then we cross pollinate with each other.
Yeah.
You know, you in America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Emma and I both didn't go to Camden on Saturday,
Yeah,
but we will get.
We'll get there.
She phoned up to apologise for not coming, and I wasn't there anyway.
Right.
And you did, yeah.
But
yeah.
Those
yeah,
horses
so
look
it's just
great.
ideas like that, and then as you're doing it, the idea will mutate into something else. It's just one thing leads to another.
These podcasts, I think, are going to grow too if we can keep it up. I just there's so much information pops up, and of working artists and stuff, and I think it's important. So
Yeah.
When I edit these, I listen back to chop them into chapters, and I take little notes as I'm listening back and list it, and I come up with like 3 or 4 ideas for stuff that we should be doing, just from listening back to just us talking off the
I just got a great idea from you. What I never tend to do is go back and look at work I've done already that even has text on it or something, and do just what you're saying, making a series out of it. So that was a huge idea you just gave me. So
cool.
I'm going to do that as well. I'm going to but definitely bring some stuff next week, and I just awesome.
I mean, I used to read a book and think like, oh, I can make a series out of the ideas from this book just in painting, just because it moved me that much where I could see this, or I can make images from this and then the text and all that. But I think what really made me open my eyes up was last year, a year and a half ago, with Jompy doing Slumpu, made me think about all the things I never did. I was really pigeonholed into just painting. And watching you really has opened that up for me. So it's just a matter of time.
Another thing I might say happened to me is I was in Oxfam, working at Oxfam, and this girl came in and she said, with her mum, and she said, "Can I take your picture?" And I said, "Well, okay then." I agreed to it. But I'm doing it as part of a feminist art project and photographing, a photographing women at work sort of thing. And so I said, "Yeah, that's fine." I had to ask the manager first, and she said, "That's fine if you agree to it." I said, "Yeah." But I said, "That's my painting," and I said, "Look at my website and women artist, and also hopefully she'll get onto Stuckism as well and stuff like that." So that was a good sort of way of like students for Stuckism and trying to get some So that was good.
Know.
So so that's something. That's something. So I spread the word a bit about Stuckism there as well. So that's good. Yeah.
Oh, very cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I do.
Emma's an ambassador of Stuckism.
Yeah, so that's good. Yeah, so that's something else that happened. So
I was too busy to go to Chatham on Monday.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen very often.
I know. Wow.
I know. I just had too much to do for Camden, because Camden's with the potential.
Yeah.
We've scraped 1% of the surface of what we can do at Camden.
Yeah.
And it's only time. It's only time and bad weather. Because even though it's been sunny this week, it's been really windy. And I can't do my demo in the wind, otherwise my stuff just blows into the road.
Yeah. What about this weekend? Can you?
I don't know. I mean,
I'll leave it this weekend if you're not going. So I'll probably go and see an exhibition.
I'll try and go this weekend.
Phone me up and let me know.
Yeah.
You also got a haul of cardboard too this week in Muswell Hill.
Oh wow, the best ever.
Yeah.
Best, really good quality stuff. Yeah. So now the house is even fuller than it ever was.
Yeah.
But that saved me 4 trips to Camden.
I mean, that's what you're saying.
A whole day's work. A whole day's work. Well, maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, but the amount of time it will take me to get a bus down to Camden, get off, walk around or up down the high street, get the bus back again. 4
Stab
times,
yourself.
That's
right.
a day's work. That's a day's work. For free, just because I went out and I just saw it there.
Is it going to be a reoccurring source? Is it going to be?
No, it's a one-off. Yeah, unfortunately.
One-off. All right.
But I do like going to Camden anyway, because you bump into people and they see you with the trolley. And I always make sure I'm wearing the same clothes, that blue thing and the hat, so people see me, they know me. So I'm trying to wear even the rings. I even make sure I've got my rings on.
Matter rings.
Yeah.
I just put these on before the podcast, because
so
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Wear,
they look like brass knuckles. You better, somebody's going to fight you.
They're all from knuckle dusters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they are nice.
They're nice, but the hope is that people say, oh, not only they recognise for the Camden, but they'll say, oh, where'd you get your rings from? And I'll say, oh, they're from Shelley's shop.
Yeah.
And Shelley's sold a few of my blonde cards the other day.
Yeah.
I know, you told me. I was like, woo!
So now that's hopefully gonna start picking up. But like I say, it's all trying to link all these separate things into one, so that they all passively help each other, even while we're not actually doing anything.
Jury's still out. We'll see what happens. I'm trying to set some sort of objective goal by the end of the year to have generated something, but I haven't yet figured out what that marker should be. What do I need to hit?
What do you want? What do you want to do? What's your dream to achieve?
We've talked about this and we've reiterated it. I want 20 grand a year. I want to be able to retire with Rose and live a close to the bone, hand to mouth, but know that the roof is over our head and the food's there. That's as simple as I can make it. That's all I hope for. But I'd love it. The hope is that it comes through creative process, so I don't have to go bag groceries somewhere.
Yeah.
In my old age.
So the dream is to make 20 grand a year from doing creative pursuits.
Whatever, and I'll work 40, 50 hours, and it's more than that because you're always thinking. It's constant.
Yeah.
Being a creative person, you're always thinking about your next thing, So 20,000.
I mean, I hope there's a ton of money in this blurt steam decency thing we're doing. Seems
that's passive income. I hope I can amass that. I hope I can get that. So that's why I'm at it. You'll see I'm putting a post up every day. So Rose has got 2 years to retirement, so I'm going to spend this 2 years any way I can do it.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to come over and say, I'll give you $50 for that painting, yes, I'm going to do that. But I'm not going to do the trying to sell to people. That's no longer an option for me. In fact, I like the free art freeze art so much, but I've got to see if it's going to work. So I'm keep pushing, and I'm going to keep pushing it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always going to give my art away for free. That's never going to change now.
Right.
Doesn't mean I won't sell as well. I mean, like I say, if somebody wants to go to Shelley's shop on my eBay and buy a painting, that's great.
That's what I have to do. Right. I have to create that to buy.
I'll always be giving my art away to anyone who wants it. That will never change. So no one has to buy my art if they don't want to. If they can be bothered to get one for free, then that option will always be there. And I will never go the gallery route. If a gallery said now, all right, we'll give you a ton of money and you can be on our books, but you've got to stop doing your stuff. We're going to take over and be your agent, which they would. That's what being in a gallery is. It's surrendering control of how you're, just like Heckle's Horses experienced.
Yeah.
We're surrendering control of what we can and can't put out there to a third party.
Yeah.
That to me is totally out of the no way for any amount of money would I go gallery route now, because I've got I've had the sense of what it's like, even though I've never been in that position. Free art is utopia for me. Going out, giving stuff, talking to people in Camden, that will never change. And that's my goal. My goal is to be able to pitch up with my laundry bag, give my stuff out for nothing, but have an ethical way of making money from that.
That's the key. That's the key.
That's what I want.
I think if you look at...
And a lot of money as well. I want to make a lot of money.
I think this is what's quite punk about us, because the thing is that if you look at the these bands that set up their own record labels, as like records,
so much better.
It's so much better than those big companies who would tell you what to do and what to play to some extent. But I just wanted to ask: is Rose into? Does she know about yarn bombing? It's called. Does she know about that? Has she heard that phrase?
Yarn bopping?
Yarn bombing, it's called.
Bombing?
Yeah, well, what they do is that it's a sort of, I've seen a bit of it, feminist start. They sort of like make knitting and then they put them in public places. It's a bit like street.
Yes, her friend knows all about that. Yes.
Yes, that's the phrase they use.
I wrote it down. I'll double check, but her friend Dina is involved with that. Yeah.
Yes, it's quite fun. It's quite good. Yeah, it's sort of a bit like street art, but with knitting, and you know they have posts along the street, and they put up little
okay.
over the top, and it's quite funny. Maybe. It's.
I will definitely ask her that with my notes, and that's a good place where we'll go, because it's time for me to break away.
Yeah, and I'm going to get going too. But okay then.
Great. Well, nice to speak to you again.
So Emma, safe travels back on that bus. But Edgeworth, when we do our annotation for the video, we'll see. I'll compare.
Yes.
We'll each do it.
Yeah, we'll both put this out. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, good.
Yes.
Good.
Good.
All right.
All right.
See you guys.
See you soon.
Thanks.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.